now watching The Wash daily. California has been having an increase in protests, and some of them are turning into rioting. And one of the biggest segment of businesses affected happens to be the cannabis industry. Seems like folks know that there's weed in the cannabis shops, and because they can't develop weed on their own because of legalization, the companies who can are now unwitting targets in cannabis acquisition during riot or a protest. If legalization wasn't forcing companies to have this overvalued cannabis product and people could just grow cannabis all over the country and people could engage in free commerce of a naturally occurring plant, it wouldn't be the case because nobody's stealing tomatoes, nobody's stealing onions or watermelons. The EU is taking steps to protect companies who are trying to put out food that contain hemp. They're looking to protect the emerging hemp industry, and they know that companies on their own aren't able to afford all the testing that is required of adding cannabis to food because the regulations require any novel food go under strict testing requirements. So what the EU is doing is they're looking to take on the cost of these requirements and help businesses who are looking to put CBD as a food source, helping those products get to market quickly, helping the businesses be able to do so in a way that's sustainable. Also in news, COVID-19 has been bad for a number of businesses, least of which is certainly the casino industry. Over here in Boston, the Wingate Casino had hired a lot of folks, and now those people aren't working. And they were looking for that casino to be a big boom for this summertime, which isn't happening. And a lot of the Native American reservations are involved in casinos. One of them is the Oneida Nation out of Wisconsin. What they're looking to do is transition to hemp growing. They did it last year. Unfortunately, they said their crop wasn't very successful. It tested over the required 0.3 benchmark for acceptable hemp, which a lot of countries are using the number 1% instead of 0.3%, like Poland and some of the countries in Southeast Asia. What they're finding with those higher percentage THC hemp plants is they're actually more usable and they're ultimately a better crop. Hopefully we'll get off this 0.3 number of THC. So for the Oneida Nation, it cost them a lot of money and time. They had to destroy the entire crop, put into the hands of an outside police force to make sure the crops were properly destroyed. What a waste of time and manpower. It's so ridiculous. Thanks for watching The Wash Daily.